Hello, guys. Emmanuel Lewis here with Europe's Elite. We have uh, I just we practiced this, man, but I forgot. Filip Zacok um, from Finland, a talented young man, a guy that went through our legacy leaders camp, well, I should say our legacy camp football, and a guy that's coming from a great story. Um, I would like to introduce you to Philip. Okay, guys, and really, he's a guy that you can learn a lot from. All right, so Philip, talking to you briefly before this, I really like your story, man. Must say, um, just kind of go, tell the people now that they're listening and the viewers how you kind of got started and your story about where you're at right now.
Okay, so hey guys, I'm just glad to be here right now and talk to you. So my story kind of begins in the middle of the Europe in Slovakia when I was born. And then like since my father was working and traveling around the Europe, we once decided with my mother that we move after him, and the country we moved to was Finland. And in Slovakia, I did judo as my hobby, and after that I just like decided to get in another sport, and I decided to try the American football since I kind of like it and I like the contact sports, and since my body is kind of like made for it, so I just gave it a shot, and it just worked out well. Like I was the rookie of the year of my first year in the men team in the Maple League, and I won the sack statistics. So I'm just glad that I got this opportunity, thanks to that, just to go to the U.S. for the college tour and just get the scholarship offer and be having the chance to get to U.S. to play the college football on the first division in the first division school is just like a dream becoming true. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about the whole thing and just going to try my best and work out just to be the best in there and just to get on the field and show what I got.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No doubt. So, can you tell us how old you began to play football and what was your first experience like? How was it when your first play, your first down, and what were the difficulties of kind of getting familiar with the game?
Okay, so I was 15 years old when I kind of started the American football here in Finland as in a junior team as the U17. And my first game, I was pretty excited about that, but a little bit scared as well, since it was my first game, first down coming on, and I wasn't sure if I can make it, but I just got on the field and just got the play we're gonna play, and then just like start to play. And I mean, like the most difficult thing is all the about since I'm playing the D line as the defensive end. There's like all the techniques, how to get through the guy, over the guy, and just like to get the sack or just the tackle for loss. So like the most difficult thing was to learn all the techniques and like gain the power and just to get like through the line. And the other thing that was kind of difficult was the rules since I have never before like read them. So then I was just like learning them as I was playing. So every time something happened and I didn't understand what's happening, I just asked my friend and he just told me. So yeah,
Yeah,
here I am right now.
that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I can see how that could be very difficult for someone, 15, indulging themselves in this type of game, especially on the line in the trenches. That that's a very,
Yeah.
very, very tested area. Um, so cool. 15 years old, and then how do you get involved with the legacy camp that takes you over to the U.S. and how was that experience for yourself, and what was the process like?
Oh, we had a one import player here from the Germany. It was Nico Lester. I have to give a shout out to him because he helped me pretty much in this thing. He told me about the Europe, sell it, and then just I took a part on the Europe's Elite Camp that was in the Germany. So I flew back to Germany and just go to the camp, work out in there, and then there was another camp in Sweden that's a little bit closer than the Germany. So I went there as well with my father and just like worked out there as well, just trying to show my best. And after that, someday I just checked my email and I got this email from Ivan that he was like telling me about the whole Legacy Center thing, about the college tour, and he was inviting me for that. So I just thought it through and just decided to go there and to show my best in all the camps of the colleges. We went to Ohio State, Cincinnati, Indiana State, and there was a couple of more. I don't remember right now the names, but yeah, I was excited about the trip to the US, and it was my first time. And just got to know the new people in there, and yeah, like had the chance to see how it works in the US. I mean, the coaches at some schools, they were like, there was like another level than in Finland. Like they know their thing, they know what they're doing, and they can say you like what you're doing wrong and all the stuff. Yeah, so I learned a lot at the college tour as well already. So yeah,
That's great.
The camp, whole college tour, it was tough. Like I say, it was tough. Like every day we had a camp that lasted for like 4 to 6 hours. So it wasn't easy, but yeah, I just got it through. And like I can say I was tired at some point of the college tour, but yeah, I just tried to just get it through and every day just show my best. And then at the Cincinnati camp, I think it was one coach from the Indiana State D-line coach just came talk to me and said to me that that he wants to talk and that we actually going to have a visit on their school, so we will talk more there. So then when we went to the visit, yeah, I got to see the Indiana State school and the stadium and stuff, and then they took me to the head coach's office, and I talked to the head coach, and he seems to be pretty happy about seeing me there and just offer me the full scholarship.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty.
I was at the moment like when he told me that he's going to offer me like a full scholarship, I just didn't know how to react. I was just okay. Yeah, no big deal, but yeah, it's kind of a big deal right now when it's like getting through and all the stuff. But yeah, it was pretty nice feeling out there.
Hey, that's awesome, man. So I'm pretty sure once you got that, you'll fill with joy and happiness, and I remember when I first got my first offer from college and coming out of high school. It's just a feeling of accomplishment and, all your hard work paying off. You know what I'm saying? And about your hard work, man, knowing a little bit about your story now, shed light on to the people about, basically a disadvantage or so of your age and, how not to really, how do you stay focused when, you're 20, going into something like this where you said that, you were really around a lot of kids that were younger than you. I know a few, players that have reached out and wanted to also, indulge into the college football scene, but they, sometimes get discouraged about, am I old or, am I not old enough or, will this go against me? Will that go against me? So kind of share with the people your mental toughness and kind of how did you kind of see your way through that scenario.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. When I get to know that like all the other guys are almost like 3-4 years like younger than me, then I was like a little bit that I don't belong to here. But then I was just like, okay, let's just go through all the camps and let's see what will happen. If I will get the offers, I'll be happy. But if I won't, I just be happy that I got the chance just to go in there to be on the colleges like Ohio State. I mean, like how many guys from the Europe get to just to go train or to have a practice on the Ohio State. So yeah, it was kind of like the thing that was just like pushing me forward. And yeah.
Right. Definitely, man. And you know, I was very encouraged by your story as well as, you know, hearing that because you know, a lot of guys may think that it's too late, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's too late, you know what I mean, guys, like you gotta always continue to work, you gotta have a plan. And this is you know, Philip, you're a prime example, you're a great example for the younger guys and the kids and the other players that are looking at this right now. You're gonna be a great example for them to show you really, you know, having a plan and following through with your plan and your goals. You know what I mean? So let's move on, Philip. So what school and what university, you know, will you be attending, and what position will you be looking to play there?
Okay, so the Indiana State University is the school I got the offer from, and I would probably go there. And like the best place for me to play, it would be like the defensive end. But yeah, I'll be playing the D line, but I'm not sure right now if I'll be in the middle or at the corners. But it really doesn't matter for me right now. I'll be just like excited to get there and just to show my best in there. And like wherever I'm playing, I will just like try to penetrate through the line and get the sacks and help my team to win. So yeah, the D line is the sure thing I'm going to play,
Cool.
but I have no idea right now if I'll be in the middle or just the defensive end or not.
Yeah, I could definitely say with that attitude, you'll have no problem. You know, you'll definitely be on the field somewhere. You know, whether it's D line or inside three technique or whatever. You know, like you said, it's about what's gonna help the team. And if you keep that attitude and that mindset, you know, you'll really go far. So that's a great answer. Um, yeah, so let's talk about, you know, what are some expectations? What are something that you're looking for? You know, what are you trying to gain and learn outside of football? You know, what I mean, once you go to college and things like that in America, you know, culturally it's a you know big different than colleges here in Europe that you know might experience or whatever. What are
Yeah.
some things that you may look to indulge yourself in socially that you may not have, you know, in your country right now in Finland?
Well, I think like I've seen like all these movies from the US from the colleges, and like like in the movies the college is just having fun and all the stuff. But yeah,
Right,
I'm not expecting to be like there like that. But yeah, I just want to see how does the college life in the US actually is, and like just when I will be there, I'll just try to have fun on the field and outside the field, and just to get my studies right, to get good grades, and just to graduate on time and get my papers, and then like look forward to what's going to happen next. So
right,
yeah,
right,
I'm just excited to like get to know the new people. I mean, like in the school there is like 12,000 people, and I mean that's something like you don't see like here. For
right,
example, in Finland, like I'm right now on the university I was attending, that there was like maybe 2,000 or 3,000 students, but there in the Indiana State is like 12,000. So it's kind of like a new experience for me, and just like, yeah, it's just like a lot bigger. And yeah, the other thing is that I get to just learn the English language like properly and just to speak more fluently. So that, yeah, there's like a lot of positive just going there. And the
right,
thing that I have to move like by myself somewhere to a new world, I mean, I went through it like once already, but it was actually with my parents, so it wasn't that bad. But still, like I got to Finland, we moved here, and I had no friends in here, and like I had to start my life from the beginning. So I just like the need to find some friends, then just need to learn the language, go to school, graduate from the high school and all the stuff. But yeah, my father got me to the school, to high school already when I just came here. I had the papers and stuff, so I just went through there. In the school, it was kind of like I had the luck to be on the English line, so we had a couple of first courses. It was like in English, so it wasn't that bad. But yeah, after that, there was like almost all the courses was in Finnish language, so that was kind of hard to get through them. But I mean, since I was 15, I was pretty young, so the language, it just like went to me. I don't even know like how did I learn it, but I actually learned it in about 1.5 years. And everybody was just like wondering how is that possible? Like the Finnish language might be the one of the hardest one to learn in the world, because it's like totally different than my language or the English language or something. But yeah, and through the football, actually, I got a lot of friends since there was this football community here in Seinäjoki. So yeah, that was the most important thing in my life, that I started to live in Finland. I got plenty of friends that were at the same high school, so I just I was just hanging out with them and speaking to them English and Finnish, just mixed, just trying to learn the languages and stuff. But yeah, I mean, just moving to the new world, it's not a new thing for me, and I think like I'll be good in there. Like I'm not afraid about that thing like that much, that I'm just moving to US and alone. I know that there will be my teammates and like all the school stuff will be there just to help me out when I need it. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I could say you're a smart kid, learning the language so fast, that's just pretty cool. And I just a little experience with Indiana. I went to Ball State out of high school, like I told you before, and just don't party too much at Indiana State, okay? Don't party.
Yeah, I have no idea how it is working out there, so I will just see when I get there. But yeah, I'm not even partying here right now like that much. So yeah, I will just try to get like in the gym and all the stuff to be the best in the field. So yeah.
Cool, Philip. Hey, it's a pleasure, to hear your story. When is your report date, and when are you looking to actually go over there and start school and things like that?
Well, it is planned. I'm planning to start a school at the spring 2018, so I'll be probably leaving in the next year, the start of the next year, probably in January someday. I don't have the exact date yet, but I hope that the NCAA will get their decision to me, that I'm eligible to go and play there, and then just like buy the flight tickets and just fly off in the US. That's all I'm waiting for right now.
Yeah, man. Hey, well, Philip, I do appreciate you for your time. I do appreciate you for your story. I think that a lot of guys watching this can really be inspired by you alone, just because of your dedication to a game and to a love that you drawn to, and then also taking things so openly. Coming from Slovenia, going to Finland, now going to US, really not knowing anybody, that can be difficult. So I want to commend you on that, and wish you the best of luck for me and your future. And is there any final words, shout outs that you want to give to anybody out there, your teammates, your mom, dad, family members? The floor is yours.
Yeah, for sure. I want to give shout out for my parents, that they're always supporting me, even if it's the financial side or just the mental side or all the stuff. Yeah, they've been supporting me since I was small. And then another shout out is going for Nicholas, as I told before. He told me about the whole Europe's Elite thing and what you are doing, all stuff. So the big thanks go to him. And then another shout out for Felix and Tva. They helped me out with my D-line technique and all the stuff. And big shout out for my whole team here in Seinäjoki, all the coaches, the junior coaches, and every teammate I had the chance to play with. They're awesome guys, and yeah, we are still learning from each other and on the practices and on the field and in the game. So yeah, I think that will be it.
Thank you. I'm pretty sure I'm sure they're proud of you, man, and I'm sure that they all are going to be behind you, rooting for you. You know, go out there, lead by example. You know, and
Yeah, sure.
Do what you have to do to make them proud. Okay, Philip, it was nice talking to you again.
Sorry, there might be one shout out more for the Legacy Center. I forget that I had the chance to go for a college tour. Yeah, and I think like all the guys in there, they were amazing. They just even the US guys, they just took us as their own. I mean, like the players where we are traveling in the bus, so that they were kind of like no differences between us since we're all people, and they were taking us just like the Americans, and that they were like nice, and they talked to us and asked us about the Europe and all the stuff. So yeah, that was a pretty exciting and funny trip that I had there.
Yeah, cool. Cool. So guys, you know, sign up for the Legacy Camp, and it's not too late. You know what I mean? One thing that you don't get from Philip's story, you know, you got to get this, is that it's not too late. Be determined and never give up on your dreams, and have a goal and have plans. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Philip, it was a pleasure. Thank you so much for your time. Best of luck. And I'll be watching and hoping for the best for you. And if you have any questions, you already know you can feel free to access anything, and any help or anything like that, just feel free. Okay.
I got you. It was a pleasure to be here with you, talking to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you someday, hopefully.
Yeah, one day.
One day.
Talk to you. Bye.
Yeah, take care. Bye.